What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got a box set review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. What I have in my hand is the new box set from the band Demilich, entitled 20th Adversary of Emptiness. This is released on Svart Records. Now, before I get into the contents of this box set, I want to first and foremost do a little discussion and reflection on the album that this box set is based around, and that album being the debut full-length from Demilich entitled Nespith. This was originally released in February of 1993 on Necropolis Records, and to me, Demilich are one of those bands that really wave the flag high for the Finnish death metal scene, and really made music that was far and away ahead of its time. Musically, lyrically, sonically, and vocally. Nespith was an album that was just so unique, so different, and so daring. I mean, Auntie Bowman's incredible vocals. I'll get started with the vocals of the album. That's probably one of the things that makes people you don't know how to feel and you don't know how to react when you listen to vocals like that. They are so guttural, so inhumanly low. It's amazing. And I know some people would have mixed reactions as to how the vocals are of this album, but it's one of the things that really makes this album stand out is Auntie's vocal style. I mean, his delivery, his growls, it's just amazing the level of of class and dignity that his vocal style had. It's incredible, and I love that. As far as the music is concerned, just sensational. Sensational from first riff all the way to the very last riff of the album. I mean, just very technical, very efficient, very powerful, very tastefully done. And I mean, you wouldn't really hear music that's done with a lot of attention to detail in the ways that Demilich put it out with Nespith. I think the guitar riff work, the attention to detail is just amazing. The songwriting, the structuring of the riffs, it just sounds fantastic, and even to the complex song titles. The song titles on here are something that are definitely tongue twisters. I mean, it's one of those things where if you say a song title of a Demilich song, you probably would have to say it really fast and it'll end up twisting your tongue. I mean, tracks like When the Sun Drank the Weight of the Water, The 16 Six-Toothed Son of 14 Regional Dimensions, Inherited Bowel Levitation Reduced Within Any Effort, The Putrefying Road in the 19th Extremity Somewhere Inside the Bowels of Endlessness, The Planet That... Hold on a second. Have to go to the back of this old vinyl here. The planet that once used to absorb flesh in order to achieve divinity and immortality suffocated to the flesh that it desired. I mean, you can't even get this stuff memorized. That's how complex and crazy this stuff is. I mean, the songwriting and lyric writing is just insane. So smart, so intelligent. Sci-fi and almost Lovecraftian kind of ways. I think it's really amazing. The bass guitar tone is smooth, it's audible, it blends in perfectly for this style of album. The drum patterns, the fast pace of the drums, the syncopations, the movements, the fills, just the way every bit of the drum kit sounds on this album, it just really is amazing. Almost a little difficult to describe at times, but the way the drum patterns work on this album, it definitely makes for a record that is just very well paced and well planned and thought out. Yeah, an album that's way ahead of its time. I loved everything I've ever heard of it. The first time I'd ever listened to Nespith, I was just amazed, and to this day, I still consider it an absolute classic within Finnish death metal, one of the greatest Finnish death metal albums of all time, and one of my favorite death metal albums of all time. and one of my favorite metal albums of all time, period. That's the kind of impact this album had on me. And yeah, I own Nesmith on vinyl, as I had to read the back of this vinyl for a little while ago, but this is the 2009 Extreme Music reissue. Of course, you could tell this is an alternate album cover art. Just a bare bones kind of vinyl package. I mean, the vinyl plays really good, and I'm glad I was able to get this a couple of years ago. But when I had first heard that there was going to be a brand new version of Nesmith, albeit in the form of a box set, I was intrigued, fascinated, and excited. Not only were we going to get a brand new remastered version of their debut album, but pretty much the majority of this band's body of work. And lo and behold, we have the 20th Adversary of Emptiness box set. Very beautifully done, nicely packaged. The guy who did the original artwork for the debut album did the artwork here for this box set, and I think it's really, really beautiful. Now, little by little, I'm going to just unveil the contents and just go over some of the things that are featured in this said box set. Well, first off, one of the things that you do get if you get the vinyl box set is this little magazine-style booklet. Pretty much, you're going to get a ton of great things with this release. You're going to get a very extensive interview with Auntie Bowman, basically answering a lot of questions about this band's long and storied career. A foreword at the very beginning. Lots of really great photos. Yeah, lots of archival reviews. Yeah, really, really well done and well printed magazine. And if you're a Demilich fan, you're gonna just go nuts over this kind of thing. It's really, really awesome and definitely a great and interesting read. Next, we got this really big sticker here. Old school Demilich logo. Nice artwork here. And you're gonna get this really awesome big poster. If you can see that very well and clearly. The artwork here is really, really badass. I love the way this poster looks, and I'm probably not even going to hang it. I'm probably just going to keep it inside the box because I want to try to preserve what has been put forth with this box set. I think it's really, really incredible. Now we get to the vinyl itself. Of course, this is the first LP that's in the box set, and that is the original album cover. Do a little side-by-side comparison here. Yeah, if you can see that right quick, you get the reissue and this new version, which is the remastered version of Nesmith with the original album cover art. It's incredible. And of course, you have the vinyl itself, and it's released on this. I don't know if the camera can really pick it up, but the color of this vinyl is pretty much a slime green kind of color. Really hard to see, but just the way everything looks about this vinyl is incredible. I mean, this is something you would have to see in person in order to really, really get the gist of how this vinyl looks, and I think it's really, really amazing. And not to mention, I should say that it plays very good too. So, big ups for them making something beautiful like this possible. And now we get to what really makes this box set stand out, and that is the second and third LP of this box set. Emptiness of Vanishing and Vanishing of Emptiness. The second LP includes two demos from Demilich. The Four Instructive Tales of Decomposition and Somewhere Inside the Bowels of Endlessness. Two really, really important demos within this band's history and lineup. And then on the second LP, you get the Echo demo, the very first demo they ever did, Regurgitation of Blood, which includes the 12-minute long song Uncontrollable Regret of the Rotting Flesh. And here's what really, really is something I love about this box set and this vinyl. It is the Vanishing Sessions, which are 3 songs that were recorded back in 2006. Now, mind you, this is some of the first new material that Demilich have ever done. And the 3 tracks that are included with this in the Vanishing Sessions, The Faces Right Below the Skin of the Earth, Emptiness of Vanishing, and Vanishing of Emptiness, it kind of gave you an idea as to what could have been if Demilich were to continue making new music. This is what it would sound like. And the 3 songs that are included there are just phenomenal. They still have it, they still did it, and they did it their way. And I think it's phenomenal. Of course, I'll show you, this is the cover with the poster that I showed you. Gatefold with photos of each of the respective 90s demos, which I think is pretty awesome. And of course, the 2 vinyls that are included here are the same color as the original vinyl that I had just shown you earlier. And that is a very dark slime green kind of color. So, I really think Svart Records did a bang-up job with this box set collection here. I think it's amazing. Everything plays beautifully. I love the way it's presented. I love the way that it's executed. And I think this is definitely one of the best compilation albums you will come across in 2014. If you're a fan of Demilich, if you're a fan of what this band has put out, if you're a fan of their debut album, this is required purchasing. I believe this is also available in a 2 CD digipack. You can purchase it directly through Svart Records. If there are any US distros that carry it, definitely make an effort to see that they stock it. Of course, the vinyl is available in very limited quantities. Black vinyl, the limited green vinyl, which I showed you earlier, and I believe there's one other color. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a very limited vinyl color. So, if you are a fan of Demilich, you really need to make an effort to get this album. I think this album is a masterpiece. Nespith is a masterpiece to me, but this box set really enhances the enjoyment and experience that I had for that original album. So, I'm going to show you the box set again. This is 20th Adversary of Emptiness by Demilich. This is released on Svart Records. Mandatory purchasing. The original album, Nespith, is a masterpiece, and this whole box set is a masterpiece. I'm going to give this a very awesome, perfect 10 out of 10. Amazing, amazing box set. Definitely required purchasing for any fan of Finnish death metal or Demilich. So, support this band, support Svart Records for making such an awesome box set. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for joining my channel. And until the next time, Miho out.